What up YouTube, Quasi here, and someone wanted me to make a video saying what gear I'm in and what RPMs am I on the Ninja 300. So I'm gonna leave it here in first so you can see in a second once I get some more space here. Alright, I'm in first gear, which is super short. I'm about to hit 35 miles an hour and I hit 37 miles an hour indicated and I hit red line. Now I'm in second gear and I'm at 45 miles an hour or so, 10,000 RPMs. I'm not going to be able to go all the way up on this speed because the speed limit here is 50. Right now I'm at 50, 11,500 RPMs, second gear, very close to red line. I'm going to get on the highway so I can do a little more. Okay, let's see. I'm still in second gear, 50 miles an hour now. Or I guess that's what I said before. Let's see, 52. Here, I'm really going to peg the, I'm going to hit red rev limiter. 55 in second, and then I red line. Now I'm in third at 60 indicated, 11,000 RPMs. Now let's give it a go. 70 indicated, and I'm at red line. Now I'm in fourth, 70 miles an hour, 10,500 RPMs. And wow, I'm at like 88, 90. You probably can't hear me. The wind noise is really bad here. But I'm at like, yeah, 88, 90 miles an hour in fourth before I hit red line. Now I'm in fifth. Yeah, I really can't test this one out for you guys, sorry. But I can tell you I'm at 65 miles an hour and 8,000 RPMs in fifth. All right, here we go. Speed up in fifth. 70 miles an hour, 9,000 RPMs. I gotta get inside this car. 80 miles an hour, 10,000 RPMs. 85 at 11,000. I can't test much more than that. I don't want to get in trouble, so even though traffic is all going that speed. Okay, now let's shift into sixth. I don't know what he's signaling. And I'm at 75 miles per hour, 8,000 RPMs. You cannot hit red line in sixth gear as far as I know because the bike just doesn't have enough power for it. You'll hit like 95, 100 miles an hour probably, but I think you won't get past 10 or 11,000 RPMs. I've never hit red line in sixth anyways. Maybe if you found like a really steep hill, you could do it. Maybe, I don't know. One thing to note is that I am using a K&N oil filter and air filter and synthetic oil, and I don't know if that actually makes a difference in the gearing, but I know when I first changed it, that very first time, I swear I felt a difference. Like first gear felt a little bit longer, like maybe 37 miles an hour now versus 35. That I could be just imagining that, but that was my experience. So hopefully that gives you some idea of how the Ninja 300 rides. Someone in that video where I asked what you guys wanted me to talk about, someone requested that, so figured I'd do it. That's a pretty interesting one actually, because I haven't done that myself. So at first, that first 600 miles, I kept my bike within that 6,000 or is it 5,000 RPMs that it wants you to, that the owner's manual wants you to. But then after that, I stopped caring and I started like practically redlining it everywhere because that's where the power is. But now I've kind of gone back because there's a little eco mode symbol. You can't see it on my dash because it's hidden, but there's a little eco mode symbol that comes on when you're getting good gas mileage, and that's for like pretty low RPMs. It's like the 6,000-ish, maybe 7,000 area. So now I pretty much ride like that anyways, because I don't have a need to get anywhere super fast. Might as well enjoy the ride. I'm getting old, guys. I'm currently in sixth, eco mode symbols on, 50 miles per hour, 6,000 RPMs. Problem being in sixth is there's not really much acceleration. Here, let me drop back down to 60 since I'm about to be on the highway. Okay, 60, 6,500 RPM, sixth gear, full throttle. That's wide open throttle. 70, 75, 80, 9,000 RPMs at 80, 6. It takes a while to get there. Let me see if I can slow back down and do that in fifth. Okay, 60 in fifth. I'm at 8,000 RPMs, full throttle. 65, 70, 75, 10,000 RPMs. That's about it for me. I don't know if there's anything else you want me to talk about when it comes to RPMs and gears and the Ninja 300. The gears are just so short. There's not a crazy amount of power, so you tend to ride this bike kind of high. And even in like the discussion with Kawasaki that I've seen other reviewers who review like the Versys 300 and Ninja 300, they always say that these 300s you rev them pretty high. So I'm not scared to ride this thing way up there in the rev range, because that's where the power is. Doesn't make any mentions of anything like that in the manual except for the first 600 miles. So take that for what you will. Of course, nothing I say is legal advice. If you die, it's not my fault. That's the Ninja 300 life. Anyways, I'll leave it there. So as always, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, let me know. Peace.